Welcome to the Legends of Sinister Urban Tales channel, where we dive into the shadows of the unknown and unearth stories that will chill your spine. Today, prepare for a journey beyond the imaginable. Have you ever wondered what happens when an entire city is swallowed by eternal silence? What remains when man abandons his home forever? We're talking about Pripyat, the ghost city of Chernobyl, where whispers from the past echo like invisible ghosts. Whispers from beyond in Pripyat, the forgotten terror of Chernobyl, an exploration that will leave you questioning if the true terror is in the radiation or in the souls that still wander there. If you love mysteries that blend real history with the supernatural, hit like now and comment below. Would you visit Pripyat? Let's start this haunting adventure. It was an ordinary night in April 1986. The Soviet Union pulsed with pride in its nuclear engineering. Pripyat, a model city built to house the workers of the Chernobyl plant, was the epitome of the Soviet dream. Modern apartments, schools, hospitals, even a brand new amusement park ready to be inaugurated on Labor Day. Over 49,000 people lived there, oblivious to the monster sleeping beneath their feet. But in the early hours of the 26th, everything changed. A routine test at the plant went wrong. Explosions tore through reactor number 4, releasing a radioactive cloud that poisoned the air, the land, and the souls of those who were there. The residents were evacuated in a hurry, promised they would return in a few days. "Leave everything as it is," the authorities said, but they never returned. Pripyat turned into a frozen time capsule, a labyrinth of abandoned memories. Rusted toys in the park, open books in classrooms, clothes still hanging in closets. And amid this oppressive silence, something began to whisper. The first explorers who dared to return, scientists, journalists, and later urban stalkers, reported something strange. It wasn't just the radiation that terrified them, but the sounds. Whispers coming from cracked walls, broken windows, shadows moving out of the corner of the eye. Some say they are echoes of the disaster. Voices of workers shouting orders in the chaos of the explosion. Cries of children being pulled from their beds. Others swear they are ghosts, souls trapped in a radioactive limbo, condemned to repeat their last moments forever. Let's dive deeper. Imagine yourself walking the streets of Pripyat at dusk. The sun sets behind the red forest. Yes, the trees around turned reddish from the radiation, as if the earth's blood had risen to the surface. Your footsteps echo on the moss-covered asphalt. To your left, hospital number 126, where the first firefighters were treated after battling the infernal fire. Legend has it that on moonless nights, you can hear moans coming from the empty rooms. Not winds, no. They are the whispers of the dying, begging for help that never came. An anonymous stalker, known only as Shadow Walker on online forums, shared a chilling recording in 2015. He entered the hospital with a digital recorder. On playback, amid the crackle of static, possibly caused by radiation interfering with equipment, voices emerged. "Help! It burns! Why?" Words in Russian, mixed with something inhuman like a serpent's hiss. He swore he felt cold hands touching his back while recording. Truth or illusion caused by contamination? Science says radiation can affect the brain, causing auditory hallucinations. But what if it's more than that? What if the whispers are a warning for the living to stay away? Now to the heart of the haunting, Pripyat's amusement park. Built to celebrate May 1st, it was never used. The giant Ferris wheel looms like a metal skeleton, turning slowly with the wind. Or is it the wind? Urban legends speak of children's laughter echoing at midnight. Children who never grew up, trapped in an eternal loop of interrupted fun. A group of Polish explorers camped there for a night in 2018. They reported whispers that seemed to call them by name. "Come play. Stay with us." One of them, a woman named Anna, woke up with scratches on her arms, as if small fingers had grabbed her. Coincidence? Or the spirits of the evacuated children who left behind their favorite toys? But the whispers Don't stop there. Descend into the basements of the residential buildings. There, among piles of old newspapers and rotting furniture, explorers found abandoned diaries. One in particular, belonging to a nurse named Olga, describes nighttime visions before the disaster. Dreams with voices whispering about an eternal fire that would consume everything. Prophecy or coincidence? Today, those who dare to read these diaries by flashlight hear pages turning on their own, as if invisible hands were flipping through the memories. And then there's the reactor whisper. Few dare to approach the plant itself, but those who do, guided by official tours or illegally, speak of a low hum, like 1,000 voices murmuring secrets. Scientists attribute it to the residual vibration of damaged structures, but legends say it's the collective lament of the 31 workers who died immediately and the thousands who succumbed to radiation later. A Ukrainian photographer captured a photo in 2020, a human silhouette in the radioactive mist near the sarcophagus covering the reactor. When he developed the image, he heard whispers in his studio, "Don't forget us." Pause to breathe. These enigmatic whispers, are they real? Ghosts of a human disaster, or just the echo of humanity's collective guilt? Pripyat reminds us that true terror isn't in fictional monsters, but in the consequences of our mistakes. The radiation still pulses there, invisible and lethal, but the whispers, they are what keep you awake at night. Thank you for joining this haunting exploration of Pripyat. If this story gave you chills, like it. Comment your theory about the whispers. Are they ghosts or hallucinations? And subscribe with the bell on to not miss the next video. Share with friends who love the macabre. Remember, the past never truly dies. It just whispers. Until next time, stay safe and away from exclusion zones. Good night.